Hello, thanks for joining me. My name is Genie. I am an artist, creator, and follower of the soul. Um, Today I will be featuring two of my art pieces in my videos. And let me know if you liked my art and how it made you feel in my comments. This is another one of my pieces. It is so important. It is so important to get to that inner child, get back to that state of imagination and curiosity, a state beyond the fear that was embedded into you. You see, the souls of these children and many of your souls have been shut down as a child through this system that has indoctrinated us through fear, shame, and guilt. And it all has been done in the name of love. But one thing that it has not brought is the expansion and the growth of the soul and the spirits within, and the knowing that exists within the gates of the heart and the gates of yourself, that require you to have to go into that state of that inner child and cultivate it and come into it. And if you have not, then the gates are closed and you may not enter. And there's a lot that you are missing because it's a child state of mind that will get you into the kingdom of heaven. And it's beyond the moralism, it's beyond the good and evil, it's beyond the fundamentalism that they have shackled onto us, that we are now going to a point of abusing youth and instilling it into them and teaching people to go against the nature of the divine soul. But why are we going against the nature of the soul if that's what we are trying to save, quote unquote? See, what people are saving or trying to save is a bunch of ignorance and nonsense. And it has birthed children that form into adults that are battling and at war with themselves. Because the devil is just the aspect of yourself. It's not this entity out here looking just to do evil things and making people do evil things. Like I had stated in my last video, the religious instruction of the Negroes of the United States. You have to go check that book out. Because one thing that is common back then, that is common now, is how we have to use fear and shame and such aggression to actually get our youth to believe things. That should show you right there that that's not a righteous way. There is a knowledge that is instilled within us that has to be cultivated, protected, and guarded. And if you wasn't a person whose mind and soul was, you have to begin deprogramming yourself. This is something you have to do by yourself. Most people do not even realize that they're operating off of a program of an evil energy from thousands of years ago. And we are still battling this same force today. Folks don't even know the God they serve. Folks don't even know the devil that they're actually running from. You have to begin cultivating your mind and your heart and looking within yourself for the restoration and the power of your soul. Because mama and daddy ain't going to give it to you. The church house ain't going to give it to you. The world is not going to give it to you, because this is the very thing that it has been built upon ripping apart in specific groups of people. And there's a group of people out here historically that have kept the record of how they have conquered you, manipulated your soul, manipulated your spiritual systems so much to a point to where now all these old people can do is have dementia and scream, Jesus, 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 coming back to save me. Nobody is coming to save you. And you have to begin to dive into that fire and realize that the fire will not burn you. You will begin to realize that you can dance with this fire. But you have to let go of who you thought you were, who you were taught to be, who other people told you had to be. A lot of these identities in which everybody clings to are identities that have came from a realm that you are not of. And you have clung to systems of belief and guides that is of an energy that is not of you. You have to deal with what works. And a lot of why stuff is not working is because you're dealing with the stuff that ain't got no real power. You have not been given a true gateway to yourself. You have not been given the real information about the cosmos itself. So much has become normalized and you have become so tainted with everything around you and being busy and distracted that you do not even realize what everybody is searching for is a higher state of themselves. And many of us are energy that created ourselves. And we have parents that we came through to be within this realm. This is why you have to get past these concepts of family. That's what's breaking a lot of you, because you want family to accept you. You want that love, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But the real thing here is in 2025 in the state of the world, a lot of them do not have the capacity because a lot of the world is operating under a mind program. These folks might as well be robots out here. You can't talk to them about nothing outside of their perception. You might as well go talk to a damn brick wall. Because that's what it's like talking to these people out here. When you begin to operate at a depth that is beyond the capacities they allow their heart to operate in. Because they are too full. And they have been programmed to a spiritual system that is not them. We are the living spiritual system, and this system exists within you. You are the basic instructions before leaving Earth. But you're too scared to think about that because you have allowed another group of people to have you so spooky and afraid of everything that you question nothing. You can't even begin to imagine the immortality of the soul and the depth of memory and the world and the kingdoms of heaven that exist right here on earth within you. You have allowed yourself to become convinced that you are a lost wretch, that you are nothing, that you know nothing, that you need to be fucking domesticated. Have you looked at the world and how they want to control everything that is more powerful than them? The water, the earthquakes, everything. Because this world has been built on controlling the things that hold the true power. This earth don't need no damn instructions, and you think you came here and you need some? Because you're scared of a hell that your spirit ain't even showed you. And you cast them shackles onto everybody. Break your mind free, people. Shake off them shackles. Sprinkle, sprinkle, ho. Shake them shackles off. Everybody always talk about screaming and not screaming, releasing the shackles and breaking the shackles. I'm confused as to what the hell y'all breaking. Because half this world still programmed as a motherfucker. It is a self journey. You will surpass your family. You may surpass your friends. You may surpass a lot of the people around you, because a lot of people don't have it even in their heart to yearn, to know. People are comfortable. People are so comfortable, and they have accepted everything for face value. The knowledge and the coming up into your soul is your birthright, baby. You don't got to join a group. You got to become into the knowledge of your soul through the gateway of your inner child, which has been shut down through trauma, which has been shut down through abuse, which have been shut down through molestation. Your sexual energy is a power, which is why they must have demonized it. And which is why we have so many sick people out here today that still do this shit to children. But I guess that God ain't powerful enough to stop a hoe from doing that, huh? You got to dive into your inner child, no matter how hard and no matter how hurt it is, and pick it up and discover the kingdom of heaven that exists within you. You got to get out of this getting on your knees and praying and begging and crying, and get over shit and start to realize things. You don't even realize how much power you have, because you have given your power up to everything else, including God. Like you have not been given the power. Like you have not been given the kingdom of heaven that exists within you. You are beyond this earth. You are beyond what they tell you. Most people will tell you that you're crazy. They'll call you rebellious. The world was meant to be that way. But you have to be fearless, and you have to go your own way. You are the culture. You are the living word, honey. You are what they are searching for and cannot see within themselves. And you cannot continue to suffer for people who do not have the capacity to go beyond what they think they believe in now. Your joy and your peace comes in aligning with what your soul is setting you on fire to do. And it does not matter how it is in conflict with those other people around you. You have to be able, and you have to be strong to trust yourself and cultivate enough love within yourself to love yourself in the places others fell short because they did not have the capacity, because they have not come into the own gateway of their own heart. And we have to stop letting these men and women, if this goes to you, to beat on our children and shut our children down. And we just stay there and we just stick beside it. You got to protect your children, because half of your kids came to wake your ass up because you down here to sleep. It's time. It's time, y'all. People are tired. People ain't taking the shit no more. People ain't getting along with the get along just because that's what everybody said. People ain't just doing what everybody done because that's what grandma and grandpa do, and that's what mommy and daddy do, and that's what great and great. Fuck it all. I don't give a fuck what was done for 1,000 years. Somebody has to be bona fide enough to get the fuck up and say this shit is wrong and something is not motherfucking right. But we too damn weak because we looking for the next bitch or nigga to justify what the fuck we talking about and how the fuck we feel. That's what got us so caught up deep in an illusion in the first place. You don't follow nobody to the bathroom. Why are you looking to follow people in life? Follow your heart, people. And be okay. We're not always being okay. Because it ain't to say that it's easy. But being ignorant, that shit is hard. Okay? You start to realize how much it actually takes to operate in a state of ignorance and confliction to your spirit. But that's what everybody's talking about. But nobody knows shit about the soul. Because all these hoes scared of a place they don't even know. Believing things they haven't even confirmed with their own soul that has the power and knows beyond all of this. Much honor and love and gratitude to you all. Take care of yourself. Believe in yourself. And believe in your power. And I don't care who you got to walk away from or what you got to walk away from. But you can't turn your back on your soul. And you can't turn your back on your heart. And you cannot die living in this motherfucking illusion.